Organizations and data teams today are drowning in and grappling to control the entropy of a complex data ecosystem that has sort of today become a jungle of dazzling buzzwords. All organizations on this data journey are invariably sort of stuck at the data layer, at the information layer, often unable to take a jump to the knowledge layer or to the wisdom layer where they can really get profound insights from the data. Why? Because we have sort of let data lose its consistency, meaning, and semantics across different silos, data silos, metadata silos, content silos, and of course, knowledge silos, right? And today, most organizations have more data and less clarity. Modern systems are generating an overwhelming volume of data across applications, devices, data centers. While all this data is valuable, it lives in silos across cloud providers, monitoring tools, pipelines, across, as I said, metadata silos, data silos, knowledge silos. And this growing disconnect between these silos is obstructing organizations to reliably access their data and make sense out of the data because of lack of common definitions, vocabularies, as well as data dictionaries. And these kind of immature practices leads to less optimal use of an organization's data. The other aspect is the findability. Data findability is a huge challenge today. There is a huge cost of poor data search. Businesses, as I said, are awash in data more than ever, but they are having trouble finding the right data at the right time for the right application or the right insight. And there are a lot of surveys actually which says that executives and teams spend a lot of time searching for information. It's as good as sometimes 30 to 40% of organizations' time and resources is wasted just to find the right data, right? And at the same time, leaders today are under immense pressure to make complex decisions, and they have to make these complex decisions faster, right? And the silos that we talked about does impact the productivity of organizations, creates frustration, and increases operational costs. And data, which was once thought of an asset, is quickly becoming a liability. Despite massive investments in data tools and infrastructure, poor data quality, lack of accessibility, low findability, and these fragmented systems prevent organizations and teams to deliver full value of data and unlock the hidden value of data. And this often leads to bad data management approaches, which leads to AI failures. And we have coined this term called the bad data tax. In this mad rush to become data-driven, a lot of organizations and teams are creating a tangled web of data integrations, reconciliations across these silos. And that often we have seen that takes up about 40 to 60% of an organization's technology spend, which often can run into millions of dollars. This costs include wasted time in decision-making, missed opportunities, compliance risks, though not actually a literal tax, but it acts like one because it drains resources and efficiency across operations. And these investments, 40 to 60%, as I said, often don't translate to the results in the quality of the insights that organizations need to use. And this bad data tax will only exacerbate as organizations jump on the Gen AI or the AI bandwagon. Now, at this stage, I would like to encourage you to please post your questions on other related pain points your organization is running into with respect to data management, AI readiness. And all these pain points that we talked about has huge costs, right? I remember there was a gentleman who made this quote, which is like this, Data is a currency. Some organizations pay with it, and some organizations pay for it, right? Because they're paying a huge amount of money to make the data useful, but they often stumble. And the cost of these pain points and data challenges ramps up very quickly because of duplicated efforts, poor decisions, slow innovation, and technical and data debt, all because of data fragmentation, data inconsistency, hard to find. It leads to wasted productivity, missed opportunities, again, innovation, missing key innovations, compliance challenges around unstructured data with data breaches, as we know, happens. There is about 4 data breaches that happens every day worldwide. We don't even hear about it. And all this leads to high storage costs and slow decision making. Now, we are awash with unstructured data. Unstructured data means data like text, images, audio, video. And unstructured data actually makes up a vast majority of the enterprise's information. Unstructured data often captures nuances, context, complexities, which are essential for training advanced AI model. And that's why Gartner came up with this insight that without including unstructured data or semi-structured data in your data management practices into your data fabric, the whole Gen AI experience may fall short and can lead to major hallucinations.